Pa. Benefo mama jo mama kwa about UTV so. Ladies first. Grace, mama kwa ba.
Yeja.
Na baby ofre, ofre mantam be na be.
The Ashanti region.
Asante mantam.
Yeah.
Now what to say?
Oh. Ha, metimi abedi meka se hoye da ade a entimi ma menka se hoye aye se. Se e regional omoto aba emu oduru pa ma ban a osisu. Nso mba e omo ba be shebo so mbe mo almost 5 interchanges up to now. E bia ye kwaya mamrante wa na ate omo aguma.
Interchange na adan kwaye.
Adan kwaye. Neni obia ampesu asese yeba chairman sa watena parliament for almost more than 20 years. Assembly e beba parliament honom no na ejijinema se be papa oboniu ebem.
Majority leader.
Oh yes. Nimpesu aso so ame runabout. Ashanti region there enkra me di free ho ba ne se UTV aye fidi kesi a na obia ekotena ni TV ho opese wo hwe no ye be stress e mom ento MPP for say nyamboa 2024 abato ne beto kumase for so mbeto etiam for se chairman ne
oh yes so am interchange no munwie
oh sir ho na me free buy you ibedu enra anwumre ho na me free buy adan kwa ya manche job mo bom se ekodo chairman sa kwa yenu what I say ho na me free buy she nkoso Ashanti region but that is what the World Bank of MPP
some na to aba pa MPP o me na MPP win
ho na yenya asete MP amana aka say ye de ye mpehwe ye pe omu t-shirt because efe yeah Ashanti region
o say MPP ka say
oh ye nua na po the energy minister o say Ashanti region de ye mpe bibia de ye pa MPP for t-shirt because efe that is the reason why interchange American ho asem e be si ne ye hu ne e koso bia enya honko for krom krampo omo e se omo boso mbe yu enne communication officer o for krom e papa J onem mrante wa ne maba o for krom e demonstration about roads ahudro bi o for krom constituency sahana MP wo honom ono so say onim be bia empuntu e wo honom aduru Ashanti region de ani bre so na megidi say ye maame mo sa amre nsem a yaka to wo say o Ashanti region se bin president.
We da kwa ba na me ma.
Me kan si bibi so. E de se bin president se de aponche kura begina ho a ye beto ama no ni se 2024 abato aye ko no. Me ma me ne me papa mo Ashanti region this time around. Sa kasa no, sa tem didie no. Akom ba bi na me so mbese mo nsa.
Okay.
Yeah.
Father Osman. Me ya so free man tambe na be.
Bono mai mo.
Bono na what to say.
Na what you train say to parliamentary prime minister.
Yeah.
Timi Kofi.
Okay.
Kofi so me fa sentiment mo Kofi.
Okay.
There some message stay king there. No crane go pon ni. So am interchange me last weekend me fa ho and ko wenti.
Mo wi.
So am interchange me fa to me fa ho na ko wenti.
Now say mo wi.
Some out here can no kre bi ani. There is work ongoing over there. Me no cause a contractor na air diversion. I will do unmanage kwanta kwan ba ko pi ho. We said do macro junction kwan ba ko pi ho. We drew find the post office kwan ba ko pi ho. It diversions na ye wi a we start here we be akwanum from swam roundabout. E ko pem breman. When we be for 6 months am go fie till last weekend am no cause am go fie. It no we try no create impression be say eduma bi ye jat wanya no kra. Na men come quickly no ma me fa kwenye na men chia me party for nyumre. So na me cast me dey twem yakoto aba e wo orphan constituencies no me fi wenti constituency now unfortunately 2020 eja mpimpinya kakra bi by party no ma yakunya by offer
okay
me dey twem yakoto aba ho ma me fa kunye so na me mo mu nyina aba so ye mrante miensa me from o me bra mpanyimfo eye afredo fori anya na Albert Amia na very say honorable Kwadwo Frimpong na to wie ye na delegates no eto ma ye honorable Kwadwo Frimpong enti me no ka say uko wenti a ye parliamentary candidate boafo Kwadwo Frimpong
okay
tenyume me say wenti fo nyina say the 2020 no ye nyina enu ye ho ye nim say ato aba fo pa se bi o wenti krom enda me no ka say 3 years ni ye hu bi o wenti krom se bi o MP ho ne nuan MP so parliament hu do mo ye MP de minim wenti fo bi di ho adanse ye tie be sere wenti fo nyina nyumre say 2025 abato aye to ye san fa ye kunya no comment MP fo bi san say omo na di mpuntu abere wenti man
all right
no jide say boafo Kwadwo ebitina mo wenti afa ne to ma pefa
all right okay ma na say fat Grace Afram ma me sha say free ho 2024 budget parliament at long last wo mo agiatum na yenhwe budgety ebeboa because osha new taxes are binding bankwano itimi nyamba say 11 billion Ghana cedis ifrimo
medasi na enkomo no koso a me national boss say Sami Gemfi Basentale na me boss a me ne Ashanti region lawyer Abbas Nuruddin omunyina se fidi omo hwe budget asema okay me budget na no omo de call parliament a omo agi atum no me edi a me de bo no awudie budget
awudie
oh yeah me chire mo beti ase awudie budget in the sense say
obahema
yeah
word now you so say awudie
budget me chire mti gadaade ne tie me
anodin
baby awudie budget in the sense say nkrofo wo opposition omo power no they told Ghanaians say omo de tax de eto de omo mpe omo pa omo ni eto ni asembia 2016 omo manifesto no page 5 or say they are going to what shift from what taxation to what production but tax baako tax mienu from one tax to another tax the same say I said minute bia no dia from tax baako
oh na say production mo ye
awudie na na michiro mu tie awudie na michiro mu no amene moja sabi oba be bumi nsakura na ekufu ado ne economic manager e de tax ato moja sabi oba anya ye fort sebo so me so ye be den e be pu yensa me nua be ma na nya trimodin a e na nya insensitive for moja sa asama meken tax enye ye fort omo de tax ato paade so itimi da me se budget na na omo de call ya ye wa chairman say di animu a ya di atum no eye wudie budget fi so mo say ye besom de tax de eto de omo ni ni asem but na omo ba ye na eto no eto upon eto ade e be tiase bia eto foforo eto a killer taxes a eku nipa ene te se sika ni kutawa o ye adwuma pa so sabio adwuma na wo ye nhunhu anu fi say at the end of the day no ye to a sebi mpraduasa nyansa bia nya de eni so adwuma na wo ye na ye to be say o matia ma wo kakra wa na da obotom so atie susu ama ye tie no so
ye she obotom
no papa yi wa opposition sembe na wanka say we John Dramani Mahama je to na onde we wudini sebe oye kohwini wonjuni Ghana fo hunti na ogito se me bon konti ko ye ti ko hwe to ana ye John Dramani Mahama that time na me hwe taxes apapa dia ba e na mo sa pese mo ye adanko daada adwe kire ye se oh ye ba ye no taxes ni bi wo ho a ye ye free ho net taxes o ma safa kwati kwan e dia ba no e sire de mo na se o ma ye free ba me pese me ka se Ghana for this is the time and then me jina fidi case is wa catch peace council any sa panyufo na emrebi etwa na toto bento omo bo na paapon se ye wa John Dramani Mahama gituo wo sai man no ene omo nyina ye din fi se obi na wa abem fi se MPP na wa abem
oh yes so my din
o my din
oh no so kasa
be ba chaw ye nyina ye wa ha ye hu hawa panyufo no bi anu ye din there was this guy me penom he was a security expert Ibad Ibrahim and am ye hu baby afa bio esa ban bi de oba power ye was security expert on be yi omuti eno mu nyina ye din ni abema se ye nyanya atwuma Ghana ye ko ye nim da me na abema osman sokoto nya ado abra ne fanka de aka no na enkwan ye de na obo hena o se enkwan na ye da o sa nso me sa se Ghana ye yi na sikasem to yi a sabi ukwa sika na de kodwoma ubetimi ye didwa jollof no ubenya beef kakra ubenya sausage kakra ubenya gizzard kakra na so enem se obi super incompetence na trimodin a o ma sheda aka so bebo Ghana fo nti ene sika no ekuta wanfaso obi ani so
na ebo man
oh ye wa ba omi ana na nado ene omu na di man yanim omu na ti ba nua so onu na beka tie se wakwache dala de o de safa koma IGP na so say na wonim economy hu hwe
oh yes
o mi nya be ma de asie no e kire de asie no e kire
na asie
ene dala yesen ene dala yesen mi nya be ma
dollar no
aha
it's almost 12 cedis
thank you ba ye bra na ye de almost 3.45 for say no ensembe na o mo kan ye etu de ka wo ya economic man ni messiah no ka pa esa fa say for krampa anka ba ye no de we economic messiah anka konjo ye nwanwa say me kas papa diampo messiah na ye kan onu ni messiah of our time onu but messiah pen so na enya inflation any dollar e chesi Usain Bolt HSC because Mika dollar
the first
Komrika Hesika nanka first by ma no mo kiditi a ombetimi dia kofa ne ma wo bia Nigeria Togo ni other countries ni China de beba no ene se sika no ade so mo de mo ho be 5 esa aka ho asa no mo de akoto ne ene nipa ye adwuma nso mo hu adwuma mo ye de omo ye because of sabi obi bon wa bon na say ni super incompetence ntia yes because what me to turn me ya me omo ne bro for kan you say when the fundamentals are weak the exchange rate is going to what expose you and indeed exchange rate no I expose you big time the na ye hu because say you raba omia and someone tag ye the born na ya na nkofo o start say o kasa ansem people say on your vice president he was a running mate in po and ye cast on the economic messiah and ye cast on the economy the onimhu nyema nyina and at that time we busa almost 170 what questions inti mo bi na ba bi nka say we vice president inti mo mbisa na economy ho sem o ka ho enne on the economic management team no ano ti se ne Ghana ye ya se do mo ba aban mu fufuro na niema ye gradon man mahama asesa to wa o be fa so profit o man fa credit ama o ka say o ba o mi ye niema bibi ekoso no enne ba bi esi no o say ye de na ye to na efi mu no kakra no ye hu omunsanu adwuma ne se ne
first time muni e pa muni ma
ye dwuma pa mu ye ja no mo be twa so aban so ma ye credit no ma ye credit na ye sise ya ne ye ato
the second time na ye
omunsanu adwuma enti me pese se de no mo pese mo wia omo fa credit ni ma ye raba omia no na pese start say niema omo fundamentals no exchange rate na expo na pese omo ka kire Ghana for say yenim amamu hu hwe yenim economy hu hwe enti ye bai de ye beto ye no e free mu they say ya ye de na ye hu kutoku mfa ekura enye de
all right Grace Afram mera say Grace Afram from the NDC Fad Osman ye hwe the 2024 budget, Nkunim budget. Grace is said a woody budget.
Yeah.
Well, I believe now Jane and I watch her on that.
And
I can fault her based on where she's coming from. But I see a Nkunim budget because where we are coming from, we had the 2 young and young 2 years man saying na I be 2 young so. And to say to me, I recover from the 2 young na say ne ye make some gains and we be here say be kan your story actually Ghana for and in my budget na to need Nkunim budget
okay
to tell Ghanaians say we are making gains, we are turning things around. Others will not agree with this, but the truth of the fact is before me comment some for kunya na me sign chair me flag bearer Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Maomia me challenge me bi obia and the party mpanyifo nyina na me budget issues so every day say budget finally yet ma pass. When him said 2024 election year, an election year be draw, there were a lot of commitment that by and so ubenya labor union, so we put more concerns to government. Now ubenya other unions are almost be projected and almost be protested for almost interest from government because the election year never threatened government. Over Kaya 2016, a former president Eka say or a dead goat, and that was 2012 because of this same election year budget year bia. It's in the election year budget now say minority. Promote obeti asese omo political agenda into moyesa. But the truth of the fact is, let's tell the story of this government to the Ghanaian people. And the story is say adibito yen enye yepe se sebio ye besora no pa na ye diga na akwakohye isumu. Never, we never thought of it. It was never part of our plans. And we cannot run away from the fact say and for hone medodo ya ka sebio Ghana for beka sebia ye di dwan omasum. And the truth of the fact is say we were hit with something here. We had nothing to do than to adjust our systems. And then they said COVID-19 by hitting. Global economy na a grow somewhere around 10%. And it grew by 1%. Yeah, economy na a grew by 8%, 7% in 2019. It confirm could do almost 1% in 2020. It's a making gains. We need to tell our story. And to talk of a Tobia, so you introduce unnecessary tax and all kind of. So obedi di pa and obeti me ye pa if we say COVID-19 by a year cover no I buy the program by a friend the PC PEC na program no ne fa pempa ye agriculture and industry. It will share budget to year. Government am na ho dey kesena then a center on agri and industries. So with my other industries are saying now make me produce more. Now then you pay the economy na say fund to my pay for. So this is something government is doing. Best saying and say in as much as we will do the politics of it now, let's look at it at that critical point of view. Okay, say be a dialysis issue be back on my you know who did it. Me look at the budget some review, some relief be a consumables with dialysis no and abay you to that's we need for.
Okay.
But yeah, I bomb form. These are something we need to talk about. Meaning, I can sebi Mr. Bebre sanitary pad.
Say the tax also.
And I buy ye at one that's one free so. Even local manufacturing. So ube produce locally. At what that's also can ube produce that also no. I buy you need free ho. It's over 10 videos now. This is the fact of the issue. Yen come Ghana and for as I say. I buy a yen afemu DBA say or Ghana for I then and what more. Let's appreciate what government is doing. Yen say adding. Where we are coming from, adding, because Senka Sebio, near me better 2 years, 2 years. We were on a very good path.
Companies are all Ghana ha. On person we na buy a tax free so
local ones. Local production, local manufacturing na buy. So I you 20 free local manufacturing this one. Mark prices needing a buffer.
Okay.
But what's my point now? See, it a boasebi ni man ma Sebio bosomia so no buninsa na Sebia babe. If big friend is saying or how so it mean to abey is at 20 in say no one be form. Let's appreciate government on that. Abey a to be that very saying equipment idea agricultural activities say a bit more boom create dey afan to pay fra because here can say economy bit afan to pay fra after covid e be gina enema mienu so agriculture and industrialization.
Okay.
And it's no here. Can't say no. You want district one factory policy no, and a program. It's still running. We've seen. Oh, and then me say I have almost 7 or 8 factories and the probably no some more operations are starting running or more job creations or more quickly. Because let's be very honest. Oko a half area ho. Your factories need to move running. I'm no kasi a half area ho. And then your half region and your bono. It's in all kinds of very specific. Okay, half in particular. Half the friends before we became I think on the left side. I made me new tomato factory. Me no say yeah, Juma workers go. I met my let's appreciate. And say we cannot do everything in a short period of time. We'll do some as time goes on. They will keep on doing more. And I catch a Ghana for you, say, your budget will a budget because we are coming out of tough times. And that tough time, and say,
new taxes, some of the abandoned next year, a bit generating 11 billion Ghana cedis.
So let's be very honest. If for government revenue, any government expenditure now, your shortfall of over 60 billion, also about to generative revenue to supplement that expenditure.
But some of my say you are going to move from taxation to production.
You see, moving from taxation to production, let's not be deceived. We say just a basic and just so moving from taxation to production does not mean that we will not tax institutions. Taxes will be there, but we will have to emphasize or concentrate on what production. And me tell you, one digital factories now, because offer any developed economy, taxes are still in place.
New taxes are more production.
What are the taxes? List the taxes and see. Other do not taxes as Sebio, Ghana for. We understand, says maybe our name wide. We know we've admitted this on several occasions. Said times are hard. We are pleading with Ghanaians to admit, bear with us. Times are hard. So we are doing everything in our power to relieve some of this pressure on Ghanaians by ensuring next year election. See how next year will begin. You will start hearing labor union. You hear all these institutions coming up to demand more from government. Because when just have any election year, we demanding more. Also, by the demand because election year, one form me better be tiano. It is a very critical period. We are so by one you're very careful. One you're strategic with your budget. 1 3 year before we do mid year no. Na ni meji. It is a very important and significant. Yeah, generate na. Demands in a bar will be able to meet the demands from the Ghanaian people.
Okay.
This is very important. Let's understand it from that angle.
Okay.
Then you say, "Yeah, I buy now. Sorry, that group so you perceive day or how we better to Ghana for so far. You perceive the
Osman.
I said we better to Ghana for
so 5 matters. Fathers man na yete ne nka no unya baako ewo tema Lamti King Rashid
yeah minya pa
so chia o hwe den na mamenko Grace Afram ho na enko your second issues because time no ko
me nuane kasa no o kanto asem me pese ohu de air cost na no budget statement o mo present o parliament no etre say just 27% pe o see ntosi a product bibia ntosi na yegusu kra ntosi free Burkina ne Cote d'Ivoire 27%.
Company
me try to say paragraph 401 budget statement and I no present here. The all say just 27.4% pe. And it in here there. Yes. And almost 72.6.
I didn't toast now okay. Didn't toast now.
Please. The American question say you have fat taxpayers money. And they are planting for food and what? Jobs. And so now 72.6% of tomatoes are what? Imported.
Oh man, I said aduane buyama agriculture minister the board ministry
machire usire me so call budget statement and now mo present here paragraph 401 connect and as say am checking on prove me wrong budget statement na nye Grace na presenting omo finance minister na yede e dey buy it continue me tra me kan kire say tomato factory bi wo buno hwan ma kire say go and read that portion.
All right, okay. My uncle is second issue so there no problem. Second issue Elia trade minister Yera KTM on the call parliament senka nema e crowd frabru children mo be 22 and ka yemfa tumi nhye nsa na ono na betimi yi sa so ese obentim man license wontimi kramran ese abanse yentwentwe so ansa
ukasa no se yemfa tumi nhye nsa yemfa tumi nhye keti hamonsa inti Ghana fo yenimu a yenhwe na Ghana fo yenimu a yenhwe na yemfa tumi sa tumi ense yewra keti hamonsa se ono ne ebe hwe so se obi benya license e dia import bibi that sa Elia omo ye me ka kwesian say they were trying to what monopolize our market we see yes se koso a anka be kwa akoye say a few of them omo cronies na no na afi unkwa na betimi import rice unkwa na betimi import your friend say polymers na plastic we no
you so the minister
me minister mo kwase na message bi say how many companies na ha sa na me ya wo person the restriction to so say ma ye import ba no how many companies na wo betimi ai dey a supply sa na ma we sa ma ye ye be ye bibia sempo kra no ye wo say yen kakraka but to put total restriction ewo sa 22 niema 22 ya bobo din a eni abema o se mfa tumi ko se ye raketi ha mom na me busa senti ye nimu wa ye nhwe na
ade na obusa abe me
papa ye nyina ye hu hawa aso o di agro obi ye interview kra na okokasa gu na papa we na pese mfa tumi ko se nsa ewo dwadi we me fi Kumasi Mecca Kumasi fi say Kumasi is one of the busiest business center in Ghana. Man member family ukwa omatu omu ogu montezo omu diga. Na sika bia ka wafa kakra odi import nyama na bia mfa so kakra beba no ene. Kumasi fo na yese yemfa tumi nyina nse your friend say you keti hamon sa. Na akwa papa mami tumi na mintimi import. They were trying to monopolize the system, but Ghana focus minority in parliament. Omo na aboagu
edom kuma no
omo aboagu se omo nti ase ena nyame ncha de IMF nso so abeka se entimi ma so entimi nyi omo ntwe nya omo na IMF ena abeka na yeso ena me cho say unya sa as INB IMF asem na waka no say it can't be possible, they shouldn't do it. It buttress the point and minority in parliament here can say enye emwa because our restriction we ba e be good for businesses afi ko ebe ko akwa yesi nipa ba ko fo pe e na se mo yesi ukọ papa alaji nkwa na import rice ntia papa alaji so eda no on sorry ya na ope mo wa rice water ma o ma no pa edidi akosku a ji so chema papa alaji e sorry ansa na wanya mo ato
so onye se bia so that your local industries omo ye nkokọ ni ade so nya market
mo mini abema ubadwuma me na komdo amenye so do tinu nan no wafu nyina eye kakra ba prekope na pese sa me si nipa no kora ye de ye pese ye di sa 2 minutes hye nsa no ye hu bia na papa ti hu bia wa
parliament over 24 years ohima nim dia owei
me onza me started me my example you were chairman sa parliament for 4 years more than 20 years she nkoso on the person she nkoso on nti ukofa se KT Hamo na parliament for almost 20 something years na se bi onye niema ya onye niema yi nti de na nka be ko afensu na nka be ma prices of what goods and services akosoro ka be ma na yeden akoso ini abe ma hwe bebi aga na ekọ no se ye gibrese ni ye kan nsem no na se ma ya nka ma Ghana fo ante a said the aton ye color TV akwaje black and white na ye hunu hwi
the color TV ben ye ton
na color TV ye wa John Dramani Mahama Isremu say jata na wo bodwuma son ma Ghana pa microphone bi tina bench team B players tina bench to abo ba park so kan nsema tu futrogu papa hu e ma Ghana fo nso so etirimu ye omo de ye sika so kom de ye ene ne ye de color TV munje mo ma ye black and white ene black and white
team B players ne
MPP fo na do di kan ba omi aka no ho na ye hu omunsa no adwuma mo baaye na me ne kasa na opese o ka covid Ukraine hwanhwani omo no kura esi omo no ntidi e cost inflation the way inflation e dwane no sa na edwane na o ka covid na me kai ne se omo ankasa am se secretary asese o esirim ye hu nkoma wo di yesem on de sika na ye de man wo che yo regional chairman for bi ni a omo de covid in a way was a blessing in disguise for them. Sika omunya ya nka wose nko mfa sa dialysis asema wo beka sa o maye bibiye monsem sa sika no si adwini Ghana ho de to wa anka mra dialysis ho nsem sorry ye no ke betimi yesu sa sika no abo sa abra no dialysis ho nsem ba ye no edi se me mu ton ene ye da ben se sa covid sika no wo wa me ne be man ke betimi di abo sa abra no se me so obi hia sa ne ma ne bia consumables no ne ye nya ma na e be pim sa me oni nipa o ma wu because o ma nya consumables. This should give us a break.
Grace, me that say. Fad, Osman.
All right, thank you very much. Before I cause issues, Mr. Bebre quickly, while kind heading in my me
I'm space.
What was space? Quickly, me very disappointed kakra on this. Restriction on import here, anti-man go through. No, the reason is that me very biased when it comes to importation. I'm very biased. My background ninety, and report to cram me 2019 research reveals that 18% of goods sold in Ghana leading supermarkets are made in Ghana. 18%. Nekani na imported. 2019. Oko 2020. That same report. 2020 Christmas shopping across leading supermarkets benefited foreign producers. Report here from confidence made in Ghana report from 2017 on my report and I from 2023. Okay, report na orebe husa we Ghana ni. Didn't make us sir. You wo subaibu oho ye frɛ ba ku consumer ethnocentrism. And about consumer xenocentrism. Na sa subai mienu we no. Ofa developing countries are ni ewa ye so kespa xenocentrism. And then they say you prefer imported products. They hear and say imported, yepe. It is a buying am for the name si from am from media. Ebe cinema bi hu kwaya ma me say it will take us 100 years you better import everything into this country
na yen gradual nkaka
o say maybe an wan hyemra mo den a untimi nya gradual emma ka eco parliament emma ne sen o say MDs any MDs for no o maja emma na kasa to ho e no ma for the personality of the minister no e no mo attack no Mr. Better idea no. A man who has a sebi yamade. Ukoto sebi ukoto the very dear so no dear TZ. Gani green. Now what to yamade? Tozafi. What to yamade? You see yamade na who no. You credible man. Mujelo ferry. You to my mu sebi enwo you credible. 2020 Ghana and second-hand clothing sebi broni wewu. Eti enye ferry. Eti ye ja emrana to ho. And the personality minister no and they attacking no and they say that could see behind so a committee been one for me no man who question for Kenya manebra e maybe tell mu o man mu the Brawler project na ya maame Hanabisiu no oye deputy minister for agric me boa on that project na no e man say so crab poultry di ba o man mu a also invest 40% in local poultry farms asana ko fa ne manaba e ye adwuma so where is the fear? I'm so disappointed say you ain't man passes emra way because say you share emra me say it will take us 20 years
someone am say entry sign
na be yenu started at the way they've left the policy the law no me that ho and o makọ take obetena he not even a single issue on the law what me can wasem member no or say minister no throughout the submission now no the personal attack no on the minister
opposition into but still no go ahead
and the parliament away the only concerns I mean from the onset and say utie first stakeholders ni bi chere say omo minister ni share yen no omo concerns omo the two minister ni no omo hu no final first reporting him it was the memory cracker say then the minister should go back because you cannot pass such a law without the input of the stakeholders importance no because they are very big business players and many can say many opportunity and some of this importance is happening all platforms who we've argued on some of this level credible and the interest is a business interest. It's no problem so make back tell if you say so your importers be amako share yen yan machi and o mu pia mo so mo nyum running to because ojituma e be go madwuma and the truth of the fact is say ya hemra ansi ne ma bi ku kwan a e be gu Ghana nyuma nyina
nti say and the minister na mako yi mra na free parliament mo ma
consensus no you're very close parliament. Also, the budget you pass. See how we have to struggle. No, see how we have to struggle. See how we have to struggle. It maybe say no, maybe he'll be a support. Na kakweti so yen nyina na yakabum na yafa majority. Nembom no dey maybe say beto from the onset. No when your minority a say be mo na mo say mo policy bi a mo dey ba na ochena bi no obi ko adwuma no pa ebi ko adwuma nwumra meboa. Na nka sabi wo a odi sa policy we di no na se wo anyi sa de we antuma sabi o policy na wo advance no nti ase data make sa because our policy anka minister ne dey be e minister dey be e ba be creative demand and on the back of that demand no you bet me produce anopa ewianya nwumre but what my point na see here so that is the basic economic policy idea it's behind this particular law now unfortunately for political reasons into no ebinom so yan yintum yamantungu na se bi obi na makase eye businessmen bi o makose ye nianu machi e na o push se mamu yintum because mojituma ebegu ejuma now the truth of the fact is say we have to come back to have these discussions again so if we don't have these discussions and find ways to deal with it in the future our economy will collapse and we have to depend on other economies to survive
all right
so no can say tomato you produce one say mistake no yen me see your tomato processing Brekum area
okay
honestly they produce 20 and they produce only 25% tomato farm
thank you
tomato farm and you processing it's half 25% when they produce tomato farm no and no be na processing Brekum
okay
so what thing I see from that angle
my now I see for your beneko mama na obahema Grace Afram from the NDC communication team mama na say na Ura Fat Osman a member of the NPP communication team that I must say Fat from Bro
Mifuwenchi
okay and Grace Afram from Asante
Mountain me nua bema baako on deputy communication officer Oforikum Ukasha ene ne birthday
okay
o hwenso happy birthday adenye okese Ukasha on na omo ye demonstration ewo
this for na demonstration okay eneja
onim die bia
sana wa me shase
all right mamena wasi na abusiafo mena menua kwame usu adwum enfase kase shase no otenenka amene ne shase na mena production team no so ase throughout the week womo abodwuma papa nipa ya de a osaye abusiafo medin de David Ufori Safo Bongo Difara nyame ya duma a praise me best man dey share of course what I share so yeah that's because I hear you TV hana ne pani nyina awo kakamu